When I tell you, I cannot stress this enough. I cannot stress this enough. The answer is always going to be the same. It's never going to change. The only thing that is going to change is you. You are the common denominator. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Hey guys, happy Tuesday. This is the start of a new vlog, and I'm actually vlogging from my GoPro camera because I'm contemplating if I want to invest in the DJI, because the GoPro is like the same size, and I'm like, I have barely used this, and I'm gonna try this and see how it goes. And yeah, so anyway, happy Tuesday. I am getting ready to get some miles in, and I'm gonna take you guys along with me. So yeah, then I have an errand. I need to run to the grocery store because I need to cook. But yeah, so I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. It's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like, oh yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out my mind. I just can't stop thinking about, yeah, you got me feeling some type of way. For those of you who are new here, my name is Keisha. That's the name of my channel, Candidly Key. And so, guys, I know you probably have been wondering, like, where has she been? Well, I took a little hiatus because I believe the last video that you guys saw from me was back in April, which it was Easter because Lila was here. Also, my daughter Jasmine was here. And it was also the same time that we threw her a party. Her birthday is in March. And since she's not here on her birthday, so we always, throw her a party whenever she comes down to visit. So she had a party when she came down in April, and it actually was the week of Easter. So that was the last video that I've done. Since then, there have been a lot of things that have transpired. I also did a video you guys saw. It was the gender reveal for my niece, Shakina. She has since had the baby, Noelle. She's here. She's actually 2 months old. She was 2 months old yesterday, and she is absolutely adorable. And so my daughter Kanisha also got engaged back in May to her boyfriend. They have been dating, I want to say 2 years now. So they are engaged and they are getting married on September 5th, 2026. They had an engagement party. It was hosted here. It was on August the 16th. And so Shakina, my niece, was supposed to come, but unfortunately she was unable to come. And it was kind of up in the air anyway because it was 2 weeks before her due date, and she went in 2 weeks early, actually the day before the shower, which was the 15th. So that was the reason why she wasn't able to make it. I probably will include some clips from the shower, from the engagement party. It was absolutely beautiful. We had a wonderful time. His family came. They're from Georgia as well, but closer to the coast. So probably like 5 hours away from here. His mom actually lives in Florida. Gainesville. I think it's Gainesville, yeah, but it's not too far. Her and her husband, it's not too far from where his grandmother and other family lives near the coast in Georgia, because it's near where my dad stayed as well. So it was nice, like I said, and I probably will include a few clips from that. Also, so yeah, so Noel was born. Kanisha's engagement party, the wedding is next year, September. And so, yeah, so also to bring you guys up to speed, what else do I have going on? So at the moment, and I drew a blank for a minute. I didn't know if I wanted to necessarily share it or not, but I will. So um, I had already talked to my husband because I was, just under, just a lot of, I'm not going to say stress, but just, trying to figure things out as far as my life, as far as, with things that were going on with my mom. And, just wanting to take a moment back, just to take a little hiatus to figure things out in the direction that I wanted to go in. So, my husband was like, if you want to take a leave of absence and leave your job, and that's what you're wanting to do, I support you 100%. And so I left my job, and I knew I wasn't going back, but I left on good terms, because you never know. I may have wanted to go back, or those same people that were in leadership, if they have gone on to other companies and I wanted to be, to come on their team wherever they went, they possibly would consider me. So with that being said, I gave my resignation. I told them that, I just needed a break, and, to figure out what I wanted to do and things of that nature. So I basically have been, kind of figuring out what I want to do with my life, and also, getting things in line. So as you may notice, if you follow me on Instagram, I have lost almost 30 pounds, right at 30 pounds. And I feel really good about it. Just taking a better stance as far as my health goes. I don't have any health conditions. However, I knew that I was on the overweight side, and I just wanted to, reel myself back in so that I can stay on the healthy side, so that I won't have any conditions that will arise that will cause me to have to be on any type of maintenance meds or anything of that nature. So the only thing that I take daily are my vitamins, iron, and medicine that supports bone health. So that said, it is my goal to continue to lose weight, so that I am able to continue to stay healthy for my grandchildren, so that I can be active and I can travel and do all the things that I love to do without having any restrictions because of health conditions. And that has just been something that I have just honed in on. I feel really great. I look really great. I've had to go shopping. I wanted to do a shopping haul, but I'm not, because I have a few things that I have to pick up. I had things that I got tailored. And I picked those up, and then I found other things that I needed to get tailored, and I need to wait till I get those things back, because I may incorporate a try-on haul as well. I have some shoes that I need to get, because I need like fall shoes. I think I'm okay with jackets. Maybe I may get need maybe one or two, not really need, but want maybe one or two that I have my eye on. And so I probably wait to do the haul, but I do want to, share with you guys, and you'll see throughout this vlog, my weight loss, which I'm really excited about and I feel really good about as well. But not to ramble, and I have a little note card here, because let me tell you something about me. When I get to talking, I will get off track, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, we talked about the bridal shower, the engagement party. Bridal shower, it probably be sometime in the spring of next year. I'm not sure, so I won't even put that out, but there will be a bridal shower. And like I said, I'm on a hiatus. I don't know if I will return to the workforce, if or when. So there's no rush really right now. And yeah, that's about it. So I do, I have, my heart, I have a soft spot in my heart for my coworkers because their last day was September the 30th. I have not been searching in the job market, so I don't know what it is, but I do know that right now we are in a recession. I also know that with us being in a recession, there also is a government shutdown that is going on. So if anybody is watching and you're a government employee, my heart goes out to you, especially those that are, you're single, single parents, even if you have a spouse, I don't know how much your spouse is dependent upon your income as well, but my prayers goes out to anyone who is facing or being impacted by this shutdown. My heart goes out to anyone that is just laid off. Like I said, their last day was September the 30th. I know that they were supposed to receive a severance package. It wasn't that great. But I pray that they are able to find employment so that they are back in the workforce relatively quickly. Yeah, so I think that's basically it, all that I wanted to talk about. Y'all, when I tell you the day just goes by, I feel like as soon as I wake up in the morning, the day is on Zoom. It's like it's inevitable. It's inevitable. It's like the day is gone. What am I doing, you ask? I am prepping my morning drink, which I shared with you guys. I don't know if you remember, but I think I shared it. Um, I'm not sure if I shared it on Instagram, but anyway, it's not a hack. It is a really good thing to do is to drink hot lemon water daily. Hot lemon water. You don't need to add sugar to make it sweet or anything. Just hot water and lemon. That's it. That's all. And so I learned this a couple of years ago, and I would do it and then fall off the wagon and not do it, not because I didn't like it, but mainly because I just would get lazy and would not continue it. But it helps a lot with gut health. It helps a lot also with weight loss. And so I can't say wholeheartedly. I know that I am in the process of, because I've adopted a healthier lifestyle. Of course, I naturally am losing weight. And so I get this question all the time. I don't care where I am, if I'm on social media or if I'm seen in public. Like I'm always asked the question, how did you lose the weight? What are you doing? What are you doing? And when I say that the answer is it's universal and it's going to be the same every time, unless you're someone who has, gotten some help. And please, by any means, don't anybody come attacking me because if you're that someone that you got help, because I have gotten help in the past. And in getting help in the past, I know that, you know, and that is with like a supplement, which is a pill is what I had in the past. Yes, I did see progress. I cannot lie and say that I did not see progress. I definitely saw progress. But what I did learn from that was once I stopped with the medication, like if the doctor did not prescribe it for me anymore, what I noticed was I would quickly gain back what I lost and then some. And that's not what I want to do. I want to, be consistent in my efforts to continue to lose weight to be healthy. So I say this to say, if you are someone that you need a boost, because it's not easy, and I would be lying if I sat here and said that it is not easy. And if you're that type of person that you need a boost to get you going, then by all means speak to your doctor to see, because a lot of them won't prescribe it. You know, like a weight loss pill or something like that. I'm not someone that takes shots or injections, and I'm not against anybody who does. If you have hypertension or other health conditions that qualifies you to take what is the GLP-1s? I don't know, and I don't want to get into it because I'm not that versed on it. Then that's what you have to do. Then by all means, do it. I am a person that I am not a fan of shots. If I go to my medical, if I go see my practitioner and that's something that I have to get, i.e., whether it be the flu shot or I got a vaccine. I don't know what hepatitis, not hepatitis. I don't know what it was. I can't remember, and don't quote me because, like I said, I don't want to get into all this medical stuff. I'm just sticking to the facts of what I know from personal experience. If I have to go to get any type of shot from my medical provider, I tolerate it because I have to tolerate it. But having to take an injection every day or weekly to aid in weight loss is something that I can't do because it's just something I don't like. I'm not fond of it. So mainly I take vitamins. I am ordering new vitamins because I've gotten great reviews about the Black Girl vitamins, which I definitely have those in my cart and I'm about to order those. And then I got put on to Sarah Vital by a close friend of mine this week. So I'm going to incorporate Sarah Vital because I learned that helps with a lot of menopausal symptoms that I am experiencing as well. I have an appointment with my OBGYN, which I was referred by my primary doctor to see her for helping to manage my levels of estrogen. Because, of course, if you're in menopause, we are losing estrogen. And so I need something that is going to help. But if I order Sarah Vital and that helps, I'm not sure. I may not need to have something to assist with the estrogen. I guess replenishing estrogen back into my body. So, or restoring it. I'm not sure. So again, I'm going to move away from medical stuff and I'm going to stick to the straight facts of what I know and what I know has been helping me. So that said, when I started my weight loss journey back in October of 2024, I was at 200, teetering around 220 pounds. At my highest, I have been probably about 230. And I felt really miserable. I had problems with my knees, and me knowing that my family, we are, our genes, our genetic makeup, we have the hips and the thighs, and a lot of the women in my family has had to have knee replacements, and my mother had to have a knee replacement. She had it many years ago, and then she ended up losing weight because she had had her thyroid removed. And so she had the one, I know it's hypo and hyper. She had the one that you would lose weight. So that aided her in not having to get the other knee done because they say usually it's inevitable. You'll have to get the other knee replaced because that knee will start giving you problem because you overcompensated for the pain that you had in the other knee. So that being said, the only thing that I do, or the things that I do, is one, I have significantly changed my eating habits. I have a 1,200 caloric diet that's daily across the board. And I work out 5 to 6 times a week. A lot of my working out consists of cardio, HIIT. I do a lot of walking, and now I'm starting to incorporate running back into it, which is a jog, not actually running, but incorporating that back into it because I want to do another 5K. I've done several, but I haven't done one in years. So I'm trying to get back acclimated with running and getting my speed up and my endurance as well. So I do that, and I also weight train. That is something that I had not done in the past. If you notice, if you are perimenopause or in menopause, you are going to lose muscle mass. And that is what I have noticed that I'm losing. And additionally, because I'm losing weight, a lot of, my arms are really flabby. And so in order to work on that, you are going to have to incorporate weights. You're not going to be able to get past it. I have definitely seen the weight loss. My arms are not as, you know, heavy or fat as they were. And I'm saying fat for me, and I hope it's not offending anyone, but for a lack of better terms, they're not as meaty as they were. And so as a result, I have loose skin. My arms are flabby and I have loose skin, and I definitely want to tighten my arms up. So that's what I'm doing. I have kettlebells. And they're 15 pound, a 15-pound kettlebell, 10-pound weights. I also have in my cart that I'm about to order is a weighted vest that is 15 pounds. So I'm going to add a weighted vest. And I also was thinking about doing the weights for my ankles, but I have not, identified any yet, but I will be incorporating that. Now that it's getting cooler, it is cool today. It is 52 degrees. I more than likely would not go on the Beltline. I might. I'm not going to rule it out and say that I'm not. But as the temperature continues to drop, I know for myself that your girl is going to have to incorporate something else. I'm not signing up for a gym membership or anything like that, because additionally, I'm also cutting costs on my spending expenses and things of that nature, because I am not working, and I'm not sure when I will be returning to work, but I know that I'm trying to live within a specific budget that works for me to continue to be on the path that I'm on right now. So with that said, I'm going to order a walk pad, which is like a treadmill, but it is more convenient if you have a lack of space. Now, I could potentially get a treadmill, but I just don't want it, in my house taking up that space. I want something that I can put away. It's incognito. I don't need it, I don't need it to be a piece of furniture in my house. So I have seen those, and I have one in my cart, and I can just slide it under my bed, store it in a closet, and I'm good. So that is something that I'm going to incorporate. And then I can continue doing my weights, doing my sit-ups, and all the other things that I do. And my HIIT exercises that I watch online. Go to YouTube. You're watching YouTube now. There are a lot of HIIT exercises that you could do in the home. So that is basically what I do. I also, as far as my diet, I do not drink sodas. I drink LaCroix. I love LaCroix. I used to like bubbly, and I still do, but I don't buy them anymore as much as now I've shifted to the LaCroix, and that's what you'll see. I like the limoncello. And then there's this new kind that I get. I think that is a raspberry. And so, yeah, I think it's the Raz cranberry. So, yeah. So it's the Raz cranberry, and it is really, really good. So I have incorporated that as well. So if I have an urge to have soda, to have that fizz, to get that good burp, I will have a LaCroix. I also like, it's another one. I'm looking over here in my other fridge. I may not have any more. I don't. But I can't think of the name of it right now. But I like, it's in a blue bottle. I want to say it's a Canadian water, but I can't think of it right now. But I like that as well. My daughter Kanisha put me onto that, and I will drink that. But other than that, my go-to is regular water with lemon. And I can't remember where I got this carafe from. I want to say maybe Home Goods, but you can find this at Walmart. If you go to Target, Home Goods, anywhere that has this. But this is what I use, and it has like a nice little cap on it, and your girl gets down with these. That's what I love. Now, as far as my food, when I want to snack on things, now I love a yogurt. So I will do the Simply almond milk, because that's the milk that I use as well. That's my milk of choice. Um, I do the Simply almond milk. I love it. I have tried Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt does not agree with me. I don't like it. It doesn't agree as far as the taste. I don't like the taste. I also add granola. So I add granola as well. And I also keep fruits and vegetables. And I'm not going to show y'all everything. I just wanted to show you the yogurt. But I keep fruits and vegetables. Like right now, I have grapes in my refrigerator. I have the green grapes. I have the purple grapes. I also have strawberries and I have bananas. But the bananas, I use that for my smoothies. Now, every now and then, if I don't have time to eat breakfast, then I will eat a banana and I will definitely fill my cup with my lemon water. And that's if I'm on the go and I have that. That's what I do. And also, what else do I have to snack on when I want something to snack on? Belvita. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but I also like Kind bars. I just haven't bought any in a while, but the Belvita, this is good. This is the cinnamon and brown sugar. I love these. Love these. So if you know, you know, and you may not, but try the Belvita. Let me see what the calories are. It's 230 calories. That may be a little high and not worth you. If you're on like my caloric intake is 1200. If you don't want to do 230 calories, because that can actually be a meal. However, if you are burning because you're exercising, then you have more room to consume. I don't typically say, oh, I have room to consume, and every day I consume extra stuff. Sometimes I don't even, meet my 1200 because I may not be hungry. Whatever I have prepared or for myself to eat for that day, that may be just it. But I won't say, oh, well, I'm going to exercise so I can eat more. But if you do, if your caloric intake is 1200 calories and you go walking or running and you burn 300, well, now you've given yourself 1500. Now you can consume 1500 calories because you've burned through exercise 300 calories. And so now your intake for the day could be 1500, where you're not gaining and you would continue to see a deficit. And I think that's what some people don't get. I also like peanuts. This is no particular brand. This is Kroger because peanuts are expensive. But nuts are expensive in general. But this is just a Kroger brand. It's regular salted peanuts. When I have a taste for something salty, I like these. I also like almond, what do you call it? They're not almond. It is called rice cakes. The rice cakes. I love rice cakes. I'm out at the moment, but they also have the rice cakes. Like it's like a chip. It's in a bag. It's not truly a chip, but they're not as thick as the other ones. So I have those. Love them. Love them. I eat them, and that's like something that I can eat that's healthy that I snack on. Um, What else is something? And a smoothie. When I want something cold and chilled, I'm like, okay, I can make a smoothie. I will make me a strawberry banana smoothie, and then I add my flax seeds, and then I add my calm. I don't know if I showed you guys that, but if you're not familiar, I'll show you. You can add a protein. Um, but I don't typically add much but the flaxseed and that. And you definitely can add your protein. And I also just brought this because I want to try it. I've seen other people use it. It's the Core Power, and hopefully y'all can see it. But it's the Core Power, and it's 26 grams of protein. And so this is something that I just purchased because I wanted to try it. Just like that yogurt is vanilla. Y'all, I'm a vanilla person. I'm not a chocolate, strawberry. I'm just plain in that area. This is the calm that I was speaking of because I have anxiety. I had anxiety. But this is a magnesium supplement. This particular one is the raspberry and lemon flavor. I will say this, if you are incorporating it into anything like a smoothie or something like that, then I would suggest you, and you may be okay, but you're still adding raspberry and lemon to whatever you're adding it to. I'm just going to use this up. My preference is to have something that is unflavored. So when this runs out, I am going to order unflavored, so that way it does not adjust the taste to anything that I am eating. And as far as my food, oh, and I like Slim Jims, and they are so expensive. Lala loves them too. So whenever she's here, we go to town on a Slim Jim. And those are healthy snacks. And like I said, that's something, if I want something salty, I have a Slim Jim, I have peanuts. But I also will tell you this, as far as my meals, I don't eat fried food. If I have something fried, it is very minimal. It is not often. My meats, if I am making chicken, like wingettes or anything like that, I put them in my air fryer. We grill out a lot, and we just got another grill. So we have like 4 grills. But we have a gas grill, but you can put the pellets that are flavored, and it gives your meat or whatever a flavor into it, like if it's hickory smoke or whatever. So I love grilled meat. So we just invested, because our charcoal grill went out. So my husband just ordered another one from Home Depot. Because y'all know, let me tell you about Home Depot. If you have a credit card with Home Depot and you don't use it, they will threaten to close your account. See, that's how they get you. They want you to open an account. But if you don't necessarily want to purchase anything, you should be able to let it chill in your wallet and be fine. Home Depot say not so. They say, no, that's not so. For with us, you have a card, you need to have that card in use. So my husband ordered a grill. It is a charcoal grill. I can use that. That's quick for me, convenient if I want to go out there and throw something up there, because I don't want to mess with the propane. I have used our propane grill before. However, it is more convenient for me to jump on the charcoal and get going. Also, another thing that I do, I eat a lot of green leafy vegetables. I love my vegetables, and I love salads. If I have chicken on my salad, it's sauteed with olive oil. If I have shrimp, it's sauteed with olive oil. I don't do fried meats. I don't do where you're adding, if you're usually frying meats, you're battering it with flour and then you're frying it. I don't do that. Now, my husband, he says he doesn't like his meat air fried. That's fine. And then I do salmon. And if I do my salmon, I don't like it in the oven. I don't know why. But I want to find me a piece of flank wood, or plank. I don't know if I'm saying it right, plank. And I think you can get those in flavors, because I can now put my salmon on a grill if I don't want to put it in the air fryer. But I eat a lot of vegetables. I do eat rice. I don't eat rice all the time. The last time I had rice probably was 2 weeks ago. But I am not a person that eats a lot of rice. If I wanted to give you a number, I probably have rice twice a month. I am not a person that eats a lot of rice. As far as a baked potato, I've purchased a regular potato, but I have not cooked it yet. But I do like sweet potatoes. Sometimes I'll eat a whole one. I'll slice it, put a little cinnamon and butter on it. Yum. And I'll have it with asparagus. I like asparagus. I'll have it with green beans, or I'll have it with Brussels sprouts, because I love Brussels sprouts. Or sometimes, I'll dice it in squares. I'll have it that way. Or I'll do it as just a whole potato cut in half. And like I said, the same way. But that is pretty much it. Now, do I indulge on things every now and then? Of course I do. Because you can't completely go cold turkey, because that's the reason why a lot of people quit, because they're like, I can't stick to this. I can't stick to this. It's just too much. We like Talenti ice cream. I ate mine. I didn't have any the other day, but I had ice cream last night. And let me see, because it was a new kind. And it's keto. Oh, it was pretty good. It's lactose free. That's why I'm not gassy. So it's Rebel. Let me get close. You guys probably have heard of it. It's Rebel. So it's 1 gram of sugar. And I couldn't tell. I mean, it tastes the same, and I like pistachio, but I normally get Talenti. That's my brand, right? So they didn't have. I guess everybody's getting on to pistachio. They didn't have any, and you have to be careful because they'll have a Mediterranean mint. So when you're looking at the Talenti, you'll be like, "Oh, it's pistachio." Then you look again, and it's that Mediterranean mint. I don't like mint anything, so they didn't have it. They were out of pistachio. So I picked this Rebel up and it was pretty good. And I didn't notice that it was lactose free and it was keto. And it's 210 calories. So that's what I had. I indulged on that last night. My husband, I got him a Talenti because they had the kind that I typically would purchase for him. And it is the caramel cookie crunch. So I got this one for him. But me, I'm pistachio all day, every day. And so I'll indulge on that. I may want some ice cream. And then I'm like, okay, sis, eat you some ice cream. And then the candy that I like, every now and then we'll buy gummy worms and we'll have some of that. But we haven't had it in a while. Twizzlers, we haven't had it in a while. And my niece Shakina, while she was pregnant, it was one of her cravings, and she had took me to the airport, and she stopped to get gas, and I noticed in her console that she had some candy, and it was the what is that candy? Nerds. Oh my God, the nerd clusters. And I'm not trying to tell y'all to get it, but they are very addictive. At least to me, they were. So I have bought some when I got back to Atlanta when I went to go grocery shopping. So my husband sees them laying down, and of course, he tries them and he fell in love with them. So we don't have any candy on hand right now, but if we do, that's what we would typically buy, and we'll, snack on it if we want something sweet, a few pieces here or there. And it'll last us, but we don't have any right now. So I typically tend to not try to buy those things. So if I want something sweet, I'll be like, okay, go wash off some grapes, sis, and eat you some grapes, whether they're the red or the green ones, or go make you a smoothie. But I try not to have the heart, have any candy because, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. And so, I don't want to, waste my calories on something that's not going to fill me up. And as they say, wasted calories. But that's my spew. Y'all, people ask me all the time, what am I doing? So if you are consuming less food and you're burning more calories, you will definitely have a deficit. And that is what is going to cause your numbers to go down. And I'm a pretty active person. I am not sedentary. I'm not someone that once I get up and the bed is made, I'm back laying in the bed unless I don't feel good. And I'm never in a situation where I don't feel good. And so I'm up and I'm always moving around. And I'm upset because I don't have my Apple Watch on. And I need to figure out where it is so I can put it on the charger because I'm sure it's dead. But you have to stay moving. That is the key. If you're consistently moving, those bones, those joints, they won't dry up on you. You got to stay active and moving. I love the fact that we have the belt line here. Y'all hear me all the time. I am always on the belt line to the point that when Lila's here, she's like, I want to go on the belt line. I want to go to the belt line because she enjoys the fact that we are active, we're moving, and we're getting out. And I want to be this way because when I want to travel with my children and my grandchildren, I don't want to have to tell them that I can't go because of my knee, my back, my this, my leg, my feet. No, just tell me when. Tell me the time and the place and when I need to book my flight, and I'm there. That's me. And my mother passed away earlier this year in January, and she was 86 years old. My mother did not like to be sedentary. She was constantly up, moving around, doing something all the time. And I am a carbon copy of her. People say, oh, your house is always clean, like a model home. If you have ever gone to my mother's house, the same. She was always up cleaning, and you'd be like, what is she cleaning? It's clean in here. But she was always cleaning. If you stayed at her house before you left, she would tell you, go ahead and strip my beds, Febreze it down, and here's clean linen to put up there. But if you come visit me, you do not have to, let me let you know, if you come visit me, other than my children, you don't have to strip my bed. If you're a guest at my house, I will strip my bed, the linens and everything when you leave, and I will take care of that. So don't feel like that's something you have to do when you come visit me. And I will tell you this, this is not a paper plate house. Now, me and my daughter Jasmine, she's like, Mom, why are you eating out of paper plates? This was many years ago. And I was like, yeah, why am I buying china and then saving it for a special occasion? Let me tell you something. Every day is a special occasion. There is no appointed time in anyone's life that should be deemed a special occasion. Every day is a special occasion. Use your china, girl. What are you saving it for? Use your china. And as a matter of fact, I'm going shopping this weekend because, like I said, I love salads. I need a big salad bowl. I want a nice porcelain one, and I also want a wood one because I'm going to be eating my salads, even in the winter months, because I'm a salad girl. And I'm also wanting to search for a nice big, my husband used to call it a trough, but it was a bowl that I had and we broke it, or he did. I'm not sure. Somebody broke it. But I'm going to search for me a trough for my salads. He said it's a trough because it's so big and it's like you can graze out of it. But yes, sis will be searching for another trough. And I don't need a soup bowl because I have nice bowls for that. But I want to find some cute wine glasses for the holidays, for the Christmas holidays, because I plan on making some nice cocktails. But that's it. That's all. Y'all wanted to know, so that's the tea. I'm going to get on with what I have to do. And I'll see you guys in the next clip.